All right. Oh, and he swings through that for the second out of the inning. You play by play, I'm commentary. Here, play by play, I'm commentary. All right, that'll bring up Isaac Kim. Low for ball one. Oh. And
Flies out.
squares it up, but right at, looks like Spencer Uematsu.
Yeah. Jake. Like clipboard by any chance? Oh, that's a pure coach right there.
Okay, we're halfway through the first inning.
Robbie.
Hammers
Rob.
3 up and 3
Give me
down.
my clipboard. That's not good enough. I didn't charge the end of the game. I gave it to you though. I'll go find it. It's somewhere here. Hey guys, how's it going? See you again.
All right, let's see. Let's get your defense here. Looks like Eddie Rosemont on the mound. Very
That is
effective.
Eddie Rosemont, honey.
Very effective last week. Looks like Peter Savis behind the dish. Isaac Kim at first. Some kid I don't know at second. Jackson Fleming at third and George Nahabedian at short. Or maybe those two positions are flip-flopped. Let's see who's in left. Matt Nishimura. And we've got the Hammer in center.
And right field should be Cade.
And Cade Morihara in right field.
I think that could be Wade filling in at second, but I'm not sure. Okay.
Oh, that's Wade. The pitcher
Yeah.
turned second baseman?
Yes.
No.
He made some incredible plays last week. Or he just was in the right place.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. All right. That'll bring up JCE, who takes ball one.
It evens the count there at 1-1. JC sends that one foul. 1-2.
And that'll roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, JC sends it to second base. And that is Wade that makes the play, throws it over to Isaac for out number 1.
That'll bring up Tanner DeGracia.
Tanner, I think, is from Rochester, New York.
New York.
New York. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
he offered.
I think everybody except Tanner thought he offered there.
Yeah, huh? I think so too. Strike one. Counts even, 1-1. Outside, ball
All
2.
right. Just missed the outside corner there.
That looked like a strike from what they're saying, so I'm going with it. 2-2. There, sends it over to third base. Third base goes across the diamond to Isaac. Out number 2.
And as I mentioned the defense earlier, that was George who's playing third with Fleming at short. Just for clarification there.
That brings up Jack Colton. 2 out. Eddie sets, rocks and fires. Ball 1. Jack sends that one.
Matt's going back.
Left field, over his head.
2 bounce to the fence.
And Jack's in with a stand-up double.
Looks like Matt didn't get a good read off of it. He's kind of looking into the sun there as he stands out in left field. Took just a half a step in, but then realized it was over his head and got on his horse to go get the ball to keep it at a double. That'll bring up Jackson Hagan.
With 1 on and 2 outs. First pitch swinging, sends it back, foul. 1 for the fans over at the Rain Center. Nope, didn't offer. Evens the count.
All right. He barely crossed the back side of the plate, let alone the front side on that swing.
That was a strike for 2. I need a little bit louder from the pitching gallery up there to actually hear the call. 2 strikes, 1 ball. Counts even. 2-2.
Another great pitch there by Eddie. Tries to get Jackson to chase, and Peter with a great job of blocking that ball and keeping it in front, keeping the runner at second.
What am I doing wrong?
Oh, fouls that one off. Counts still even, 2-2. Oh, strike 3 down the center.
Well, after some of those earlier pitches in the at-bat, he was definitely not thinking fastball because it went right past him.
And that brings us to the end of the inning. The Sticks have 0, and so do the Hammers.
All right, and then with Parents Weekend, quite a little bit bigger crowd here. Just kind of give you a little eye of what's going on. Now that may not look like a lot of the people, but it's at least twice as many plus 10% from last week.
And Harry's back on the mound for a second inning. He had a 1-2-3 inning last time. This should be Ben Cohen coming up.
It looks
He's
looks
in
like
the
Ben to me.
DH spot today.
All right, so Chase Gorman is the receiver for Harry DeLeonis, who's on the bump here for his second inning of work.
Low for ball one.
It's like Noah Thomas at first, Jack Colton at second, Tanner DeGrassi at short.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, yes, he did.
1-1.
Ground ball
Hits
to Tanner.
And makes it look easy for the first out.
All right. Sit at third. White pants moving over on the shift. Crook, what's his first name?
Donovan.
And Donovan Crook is at third, continuing the lineup here defensively.
Oh, first pitch. I'm not sure what that was. I'm hearing ball, I'm hearing strike.
All right.
The jury's still out. We'll see after this next pitch.
I think it's 102.
All
I
right.
got Spencer Uematsu in left, J.C. Ing in center.
All right, sends that one foul, evens the count.
And
1-1. They've requested a new ball.
Benmo in right field as he chases down that foul ball.
Nice pitch. But I think it was just a wee bit inside for ball two.
Or low.
It wasn't called a strike, that's all I know. That was a lovely pitch. I would have called that a strike. I'm not sure what they did.
I think it is.
Excellent.
3-1, right?
I have it even, 2-2.
Okay. Oh, the foul ball, you're right. And just a wee bit outside on that one.
Apparently they did not call that one a strike. But that one was a wee bit outside, I agree.
That'll bring up Matt Nishimura for the Hammers.
Low for ball one. Evens the count. 1-1. Cade's getting a few extra steps off of first base.
Yeah, his right foot is just on the other side of the cutout there at first. Matt.
Sends this one up. Flies out to Ben Morgan.
In right field, it looked like it was just a shallow pop fly, but it started to carry a little bit. Jack Colton peels away as Ben calls him off and makes the catch.
for out number 2. Should bring up Peter Savis. First pitch. Swinging. Sends that one foul. Ooh, onto the bike path and almost hits the biker. Oh, great pitch. Just bounces off the plate and through the wickets. Cade advances on that.
Ooh.
That was inside. I think count is full. And sends it right to Tanner. Throws it across the diamond for out number 3.
All right, Joe. Get you lady the right spot.
All right, according to the list that I was given, next up would be Noah Thomas, Spencer Uematsu, and Donovan Crook for the Sticks.
And Eddie's out for his second inning of work.
We got Matt Nishimura warming Eddie up as Pete gets his gear on as he was the last batter. Continuing defensively, we got Isaac at first. And who played second last inning? Was that Crook? Donovan Crook? No, that wasn't Donovan Crook.
That's Wade.
That's
second.
Wade. Wade.
Also known as Eddie 2.0.
All right, is it Wade Lawson?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Wade Lawson at second. And George Nahabidi at third, Jackson Fleming at short. And, well, that Matt Nishimura, he gets around. All of a sudden, they wrote some notes down, looked up, and now Matt's in left field with the hammer in center and Cade Morihara in right. That'll bring up Noah Thomas, the DH today. Although I did see him at first, so. It's a very loose lineup.
Very loose. Very loose lineup. Fluid. I think we call it fluid. First pitch. Inside for ball 1.
Oh, he
Sends
gets a
that
charge in
one.
that one. It's going down the left field line. And
Ooh,
1-2 hopper to the fence. An easy stand-up double.
easy stand-up double.
Wow, some cheers from the bench there.
Yeah, but Matt got to that very quickly out there and kept him from going to 3. He made a great play on that to get to it as quick as he did. That brings up Spencer. Spencer shows bunts, pulls it back.
Great idea by Savas. He had him. And Wade, way to come over and get that ball as it was going to the third base side of second.
And I think they called that strike 1.
Jackson was going towards third on that bunt attempt as Nahabidi was coming in for the bunt.
Outside, counts even, 1-1.
All right, so this will be the Sticks' first runner in scoring position.
Inside, ball 2.
So the Hammers have had a runner in scoring position, and now the Sticks do. But the pitching and defense has been unbelievable on both sides.
Oh, sends that one back fouls, even the count. Actually, Jack Colton had a double the first inning. So we did the...
Oh, that's the
Sticks.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, story of my life right there, gentlemen. Getting corrected all the time from the wife.
I just have the scorebook in front of me.
And they keep score for everything.
Maybe. Then he takes a look back at second. Comes to the plate. Oh, gets him swinging. Gets him a strikeout for 1.
Great pitch right there. Great pitch selection.
And that brings
Sequence.
up, this is Donovan Crook. He's a freshman, and I know nothing about. Eddie looks back at second base, fires.
Oh.
Wow, short hops it to Isaac, who makes a lovely pick for the second out.
There's some discussion from the Sticks bench about Isaac maybe pulling his foot there at the last second, but no challenge from Captain Harry.
That brings up, is this Chase Gorman?
Chase Gorman.
All right.
Catcher for the Sticks here for the first 2 innings.
Yeah. Oh. First pitch swinging. Flies out right there to Matt in left field for an easy can of corn.
So Noah Thomas leads the inning off with a strong double, but gets stranded at second. Score remains 0-0.
And another strong outing by Eddie Rosemont there. Let's see, Harry's coming out for a third inning.
On deck for the Hammers, George Nahabedian, Will Kenny, and Eddie Rosemont. We'll see. He is listed number 10, so I'm not sure if we're hitting 9 or 10 here. So, as Jennifer mentioned, Harry's back on the bump. Chase Gorman here behind the dish. Jackson Hagan at first, Jack Colton at second, Tanner DeGrassi at short, and
Donovan Crook.
Donovan Crook at third. Let's see, it'll confirm the outfield here. Spencer Uematsu, J.C. Ng in center. And I gotta look the right place there. There's a pitcher warming up there. So it's not him because he's throwing the ball that way. Benbow still in right.
And first pitch, swing in. Fouls that one off. Strike one.
Kind of just squirreled off the end of the bat and just beyond the first base dugout there. Probably look cool on a pool table, but not on the baseball field.
True. Just a wee bit low and inside, evens the count. 1-1. So, swings through that one for strike two.
Looked like he was full there. Maybe he was looking for something else, but
Yeah, definitely pulled the string on that pitch. Oh, another squibbler foul there. Staying alive, George.
great defensive swing there with 2 strikes.
Yeah. Cue Bee Gees music. Two and one. Harry rocks and fires. A little high. Evens the count. 2-2. George calls time, steps out, steps back in, and swings and misses for a drop third strike and out for 1. And that brings up
Jackson Fleming.
Jackson Fleming. Looks like he's got a GoPro on his helmet.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Lovely pitch for strike one by Harry there. So the Sticks are only batting 8. And Jackson sends that one over to DeGrassi. Takes a wild bounce. And Fleming is on. Not sure how the official scorekeepers in New York would score that. He looked like he was ready for it.
Took a bad hop there.
Yeah. And that brings up the Hammer himself. David swinging, first pitch, strike. Swings through that one.
So Fleming got an aggressive lead there. A
He
good
is.
half a step past that cutout. Trying to
Harry
get
has
a little
not
more
checked
here.
on him yet. David sends that one.
Shallow left field. Spencer comes in.
Flies out to Spencer.
That'll be the second out.
That keeps Jackson at first base and brings up Isaac Kim.
Isaac Kim flied out to the center fielder for the third out, and the
Oh, checks in
Top of the
on
first.
Jackson and almost gets him. On the first pitch, Isaac swinging, fouls that one back over by the range center for strike one. Isaac swings through that one for strike 2.
Little smile on his face like he knew it was coming, but he didn't think about it. And then next thing you know, then it was there, and then it was in the catcher's glove.
Jackson's got quite an aggressive lead there over at first.
Yeah.
And Isaac fouls that one off. Again, QBG music. Staying alive, honey.
Yes, he is. Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Little defensive 2-strike swing there.
Shortened it up. And just a wee bit high for ball 1. Counts 2-1. Harry takes a quick, slow peek over at Jackson. Jackson lengthens his lead over at first. Isaac sends it to Tanner.
Takes a step to his left and reaches back over to his right. And a little snow cone there for him, but the third out.
Yes, that will take the third out, and that leaves another scoreless inning for Harry. And we go to the bottom of the third. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Hammers.
Eric Prohl.
Eddie Rosemont had another great outing. He only allowed 2 hits. Struck out 2. And no runs. We have a lot of 4-legged fans in attendance today, John.
Yeah, we do. So we get you a little close up here.
Honestly, I wouldn't expect that of like, yeah, it's just, and like, that's why Chloe's not here. Like, what are you doing? And like, Chloe's a very driven person, not accurate at all. Like, you can't say that to her.
And I think Ben Morgan's coming up to bat.
He does have a bat in his hand. JC would be, yeah, he's next to him. So, yeah,
Yeah.
looks like Ben Morgan,
All
then
right.
JC.
Ben Morgan's going to lead this inning off.
Followed by Tanner DeGracia this inning for the
What you guys
Sticks.
are doing up here? We are doing John Brad DeGrasse.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Brad, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you guys,
From Rochester, New York. Jimmy met Tanner out there this summer.
awesome.
So
I know baseball pretty well.
great.
I can't keep score. Nope. I tried
No.
not to know too much.
Play-by-play here.
I'm
Have
not
a
doing
seat.
play-by-play.
Yeah, come on.
Very nice of you.
No, come on, really.
I was just
In-
asking you.
introduce
this is the
yourself.
broadcast.
No, see, the first one here, this is your
This is your
introduction right
I
here.
don't know the players. I will. I'll come to one of the games this
I'll
summer.
point, and then you can.
Probably one guy watching. Right? How many people are watching?
I've got 10.
Oh, really?
10.
I was curious because I want to know how he's going to watch the games when he's home.
So the games will be broadcast by
All right, Ben Morgan's up to bat.
preseason.
Eric, first pitch, swinging by that little squibbler in between second and and he's off the bag and safe with that. That was a strange cue shot if I've ever seen one there. Which brings up JC. JC grounded out last time to third base. Eric takes a peek over at Ben. Comes set, fires, strike 1. JC resets. Eric checks in on Ben at first. Comes to the plate. Oh, and hits him. Right there. Luckily, it wasn't bone. Which brings up Tanner DeGrazia, who we're trying to get his dad to do a guest color commentator here. Out from Rochester, New York. No, his kids up.
I'm sorry, what I got?
No, his kids up.
Yeah, no, you good.
No, 'cause
Tanner's
he's
up
allowed
and
to
showing
butt in my
bunt
hands.
early.
Yeah. Oh
And
my gosh.
oh,
And apparently the not in
Just
my house is, hey
sends
Dad,
that
I'm not
one
at home. I'm gonna bunt if I want to.
for strike one.
All right, Brad. Yeah, go practice. Yeah.
All right. Eric sets again.
Oh, and a pick move.
Pick move, and I can't see. What happened?
Oh.
Did we pick him?
They got him. I thought he was safe there. I got the hand in before the tag, but ruling on the field is he is gone.
He was picked off, huh? Okay.
Yeah, awesome the move if they're blocking you.
Yeah. And
Oh, Tanner.
Tanner skies that one. And now we have two.
Yeah, almost a full swing. If you guys wouldn't mind right here on the end, if you're blocking her view, could you scoot one down the other way for me, or over here? Go scoot to your right. Yeah, thanks. Oh, apparently, so all right, we got a camera here on Jack Colton. Let me see if I can.
Jack is
Wearing
also
the
wearing.
the cam helmet here. Looks like a GoPro mounted on the bill.
And he sends that one.
Apparently it's working.
Lovely.
Oh, going for
JC holds up at second. It's Jack first pitch swinging. Which brings up Jackson Hagan.
Lawson. Lawson?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. He's a giveaway.
Well, yeah.
First pitch outside, ball one. We have 2 on and 2 out here for the Sticks. Outside, ball 2.
Or inside to a right-hander.
Okay. Yes, that's true. Is that one outside? I can't quite tell. I couldn't hear a call on that one.
You know, I wasn't looking. I was just listening to your word. Every word you say is just amazing.
All we know is he gets another pitch, and here it comes.
Outside.
Outside. Okay. I think we've got 3 and 1.
What did JC do? Single?
JC was hit by a pitch.
Oh, hit by pitch.
Luckily, on a fatty part.
Not much fat on that body.
No. Oh, swings through that nasty pitch for strike 2. Full count.
Pull the string on that one.
And watches strike 3 right down the center.
Looks like Jackson thought that was outside. Looked pretty darn good from here, but
Yeah, that
I'm
was
at
the
the plate.
same pitch that he took last inning from Eddie to end the inning. So we still have no score after 3. And we have a new pitcher on the mound.
What did Ben Morgan do? Was Ben Morgan up that bad? What did he do? Fly out? Was he first?
Ben
first
Morgan
batter?
had a single.
Ben Morgan
Well,
had a single.
Ben Morgan had a single.
Our conversations are they going to be on the?
Yes,
Oh,
they
For a
will.
but for a small price, they won't be.
Hey, William Lawson. Hi, John Lake. Good to see you.
Jennifer, great to meet you.
Absolutely. Miss Luke and Laura.
Hello, Luke. They were affectionately calling Wade Eddie 2.0.
Because there's another.
There's another ginger on the team.
We had several people while we were walking around yesterday come up to us as they were talking to Wade. What year is he?
We got Enoch Kim to the mound here. Uh-huh.
Oh, Ben. First pitch swinging. Oh!
Oh!
I'm not quite sure how to score that one.
A hustle double?
Mm,
Maybe a hustle error.
all
Maybe I
know-
kind of thought it was an out, so I
That's-
jogged
yeah.
to first, but then I saw it bounce out of his glove, so I ran real fast to second.
Okay, all I know is Ben Cohen is on second at the moment.
Looked like
and
Pena last
Cade
night.
is up. First pitch swinging.
Gonna do his job, get his...
Takes it to first, but Ben gets moved over. Ben ran from second to third without his batting helmet on. But safety is no accident here at Pomona Pitzer. And Cade is out at first. First pitch swinging, sends back JC to center field with a catch. And Ben easily jogs home for the first run of the game. Which brings up Pete Savis with bases clear. 2 outs. First pitch. Outside for ball 1. Swinging foul behind us at the Rain Center. Evens the count.
Great hitting there by the Sticks with Cade getting Ben over to third and
sends it down third base line. Backhands it across the diamond, and he is out for the final out, but not before 1 crosses.
great job Donovan Crook there. He was kind of deep in the hole there, just almost stepping on the foul line down third. Fires a bullet over to first.
And the Hammers strike first.
No pun intended.
Ha ha ha. And Eric's coming back for his second inning of work.
We hit to the bottom of the fourth. Let's see, I've got Noah Thomas. Is that who you have coming up for the Sticks?
Give me just a minute. I do. I have Noah Thomas in the designated hitter spot.
Followed by Spencer and then Donovan Crook, who made the
Yeah.
last out in the top half of the inning. Defensively there for the Sticks.
Noah had a leadoff double his last at bat, but then was stranded at second base.
That was a booming hit down the third base line.
And our crowd is expanding here at Alumni Field.
All right, so we got Pro on the bump, Savis behind the dish, Kim at first,
Looks, it's
Wade
Wade
at
at
second.
Wade at second. Justin Fleming.
Jackson.
Fleming.
Justin was a guy I used to work
That
with.
I know. That's why I call him that all the time.
Yeah. George Nahabini at third, Matt Nishimura in left, the Hammer in center,
The lead hammer. in
the
center.
lead Hammer.
The lead hammer. And Noah settles in. Eric rocks and fires. First pitch. Outside.
Cade
Ball one.
Morihara in right field.
Eric comes set. Out. Just low and outside for ball two. Swinging.
How's that
Sends
out play?
one foul.
Heads up!
Over into the bike path. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're going to reset and do it again. Nice pitch. Evens the count. 2-2. High for ball 3. Full count. Something's going to happen here. A
Something?
walk, a knock, or we're going to reset because of that foul ball and do it all again. And takes outside for ball 4. Noah hustles down to first and brings up Spencer.
Spencer Uematsu struck out his first at bat. 5-pitch at bat.
We now have on the ball cam on Noah Thomas at first, and that first pitch was outside for ball 1 to Spencer.
So if you're familiar with the GoPro, it's got the head strap attached to the top of the helmet.
Oh, Spencer swinging low, but Cade rushes in and grabs that one, and Noah hustles back to first for the first out. Which brings up Donovan Crook, who grounded out to shortstop his last at bat. Donovan first pitch swinging inside out, fouls that one down the first base line. Eric checks in on Noah. Comes to the plate. Sends
Fouls it
that
up
one
right this
back.
way, heads
Heads
up.
up.
Good choice.
Right back here to the fans. For strike 2. 0-2 to Donovan.
So we're sitting at the top of the stands here in the cement area. That one,
Checks in on Noah. Kickoff.
and that foul ball just landed just beyond us.
And another foul ball here.
What's our count?
Our count is 0-2.
0-2, okay.
And swings through that and goes for a back pick. Noah hustles back, and Donovan is a strikeout victim for out number 2.
It's a great back pick by Peter there. Just kind of dropped down to his right knee and fired a bullet. Jackson wasn't that far off the base. Had he been like aggressive secondary, that would have been a definite out.
Noah?
Yeah, excuse me, Noah.
And that brings up Chase Gorman. Takes first pitch strike. Looked a little inside to me, but what do I know?
Not much, honey.
Apparently.
That's all I got you.
And another pickoff attempt over there at Noah. I think they're just trying to get some video time on that GoPro cam. Another back pick. Wow, and Isaac makes a great move to save that one down the line.
Yeah, and again, that same move there by Peter. I don't know if you could catch it there on the camera, but he just kind of receives the ball and transfers it to his throwing hand, dropping down for some power into that right knee.
And swings through that one. Strike 2.
One ball, 2 strikes that we're at?
I have 2 strikes. No balls.
No balls, okay.
I could have missed a pitch watching the pickoffs, too.
Oh, Noah's running.
Fouls that one off. And Noah's got to come back. He had a great jump on that.
Looked like it was a called hit and run right there. Or a heck of a coincidence.
Getting a little coaching over there by James.
Schmidt.
And here we go. Swings through that one for strike 3. And that ends the inning. We strand another runner. No runs for the Sticks. The Hammers lead 1-0 going into the top of the 5th. Right, we got a new pitcher on the mound, a local kid from Marina High School, Rob Villa. We have his parents over here too, looking on. wondering what they've gotten themselves into sitting next to the legs, but
Robbie's looked good this season. A local kid, but originally from the Bay Area. All right, continuing defensively, we've got Gorman behind the dish still. Noah Thomas at first, Jack Colton at second, Tanner DeGracia at Rochester, New York at short. And Jackson Hagan now slides over to third. In left, I think that's still Spencer out there. Yep, Spencer Uematsu. J.C. Ing in center. And in right, we still have Ben Morgan.
And like when it rains there.
all right, and in steps George, who was out on a drop third strike his first at bat. First pitch by Rob. Nice, down the middle, strike one. George can't believe he watched that one go by. Swings through that second pitch for strike two. And just a low for ball one. One ball, two strikes against George. Evens the count there. 2-2. Just a wee bit high. Count goes full.
All right. And for you pitcher parents out there, it looks like the Villas are, we're going to sit behind the plate to help our son pitch better. Some parents like to walk away. They apparently will just sit here and watch.
Oh, just outside. That was nasty. I would have rung him up on that, but the other crew didn't. So George is on first with a walk, which brings them to the top of the lineup, Justin Fleming, who has grounded out.
I think this is his brother, Jackson.
Oh, geez, Louise. I wish I could remember. Jackson fouls back that first pitch for
All right,
strike
see if we
one.
can get a close-up there. See, he put his hand there. You can kind of see the helmet, camera on top of his helmet. See if we can pick it up here with the home camera.
George gets a lead. Hustles back. That ball was outside. Evens the count. 1-1. Ball two just outside. Comes back at Jackson. Goes for a pickoff. Counts even 2-2.
Great pick move there by Noah at first. Just received the ball and continued just right around to his left, straight down to the bag. Remember, Jackson's last at bat hit the ball hard. Not sure if we're going to call it a hit or an error. It's bounced up and over the glove of Tanner DeGracia at short.
And swings through that for first out of the inning, which brings up the lead hammer. His parents should be back by now. They went to hear his advisor speak. We're looking for our guest
Ooh.
color commentator, and David swings through that first pitch for strike one. Rob takes a peek over at George, who's dancing around over there. Just inside and low, evens the count. 1-1. David gets it.
Off the end of the bat towards the turtle, and
Oh, just misses. Looking into the sun. New life for
the
David.
hammer. You know how when you hammer it now and you miss hit it and you almost hit your finger? That's what just happened right there.
All I
Looked
know
like
is
like an out there, but looks like Jackson Hagan lost it in the sun. He was also kind of running up against the turtle over there. No need to get hurt in the fall season.
definitely not. Gives David another chance. And he sends that one up the other way. And
Jack
pops
Colton.
it up to second base, Jack, for out number 2. Which brings up Isaac Kim. Isaac has flown out to center, lined out to shortstop.
Oh,
And it looks like a passed ball.
yeah, it looks like Chase just come up trying to back pick him and
Mm-hmm.
just went off the tip of the glove there.
Yeah, so 2 balls and no strikes to Isaac. Comes inside, but just high for ball 3. Wonder if they're going to give him the green light here.
I would.
Why not? It's fall ball. Nope, doesn't get the green light. And Isaac is on for his first time for this game with a walk, which brings up Ben Cohen. 2 outs, 2 on.
I don't remember the play, but Ben going to hit it to right field. It bounced in and out of the glove of Ben Morgan.
Just low for ball 1.
Kind of looked like that play that the Houston shortstop Pena made, except that the ball just bounced out of his glove away from him. Throw down. Oh,
And the pass ball, we got to get the ball first. I'm not sure really how to score that, but George comes in. George goes to steal. Throw gets past our third baseman out into left. Left sends it home to catcher. And George scores. Isaac's at second. And all that mayhem. And Ben takes another ball.
all right, all that action. Now, what's our count? Is it 2 balls and no strikes?
I have 2 balls and no strikes, but I could have missed one, which I think I did because Ben is walking himself down to first base.
Oh, you know what it was? It was that steal. That was that third ball, or the second ball.
Ah, there we have it.
Yeah, Gorman came up firing, and the ball was just a little too inside on the second base side of that throw, getting away from Jackson Hagan out to the outfield. And then the backup by Spencer, throwing the ball in. A one-hopper was going to be close. Chase tried to grab the ball and make a tag at the same time and just couldn't get his glove on the ball. And Isaac Kim advanced to second on that. So now we have runners at first and second.
With 2 outs. Harry goes out to talk to Rob. Resets and fires straight down the center for Cage for strike one. Just outside, evens the count, 1-1 to Cade.
Cade did a great job his last at bat. We had a runner at second. He hit the ball to the right side to advance him into scoring position at third base.
Isaac's showing some dance moves over there at second base, trying to distract Rob, but he is not falling for it. Cade does take low for ball 2. Cade swings, sends that one foul, evens the count, and almost hits a walker on the path. Deuces are wild here. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, and 2 strikes to Cade.
2 runs, right?
2 runs also scored.
Yeah.
Aha, gets him, buckles him right at the knees.
All right, Cade's calling New York on that one.
Cade
Can't
is
pick up the
calling New
offside.
York, but everybody's walking off the field, so
And our guest tracker, Gabe Garcia, gives him the definitive head nod, like, oh yeah, that was a strike.
well, the Hammers get another run on a wild steal and some overthrows, and now lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th. Oh. Well, bottom of the 5th, just as predicted. Here comes one of the Bedrosians. The better one. I'm sure you guys can figure out which one that is. You're good, buddy. You're up.
I'm up?
You're up. There you go.
Okay.
Where's
What's the
Mike?
score? Here, you gotta. No, you didn't. I got this. Okay. What do I do?
Put on the mic. We have our guest commentator, James Schmidt.
Oh, you're on the mic too?
I am on the mic. We have a new pitcher in.
Do you know their name? It's Landon.
Is it Landon?
Yeah.
Landon Carter?
Yep.
Awesome.
With age also comes bad eyes, and that's okay.
And I have very bad eyes, so. Right now, the Hammers are leading the Sticks 2-0 as we go into the bottom of the 5th. And we should have Ben Morgan coming up.
Ben Morgan recently got a very cute haircut.
He went full mullet,
And
didn't
I'm
he?
a big fan.
Well, hurry up. Let's go.
Absolutely huge fan.
I tried to get Brad here to do something, and he just whisked out, so you're going to have to, step up. That's all the practice.
I tried to sneak in without you seeing me.
Yeah, rumor was he was just going to go soft mullet, but
Soft mullet to
soft
hard
mullet.
mullet.
Versus hard mullet. Oh, and look, we've got that two-way player in now, that Jake Hilton.
Oh, he's playing second.
A left-hander
Oh, wow.
at second. It's always enjoyable to watch that.
I don't know about it.
Oh, well, there's other
Well-
words that you could use, but
With Ben Morgan being a heavy pull hitter, it could be a friend-to-friend dynamic here.
excellent. Well, let's see how it goes. Landon sets his first pitch. Just outside, ball 1.
And they have shifted the infield here, so everybody's over to the right side. Outfielders are playing straight up, though.
Ben sends that one foul into the soccer field?
Football field.
Oh, that's football?
Football field, yeah.
Sorry. Oh, and counts even now, 1-1. Landon looks in for the sign. Not sure he liked that first one. Ooh,
Almost a check swing.
almost.
Was that not a strike, though?
I would call it a strike here, but
I would also call that a strike.
the pitching lineup depends on who you ask down
Yeah,
there.
Matt Nishimura is a little hesitant when it comes to calling him.
That was low.
That was low. but
I'm
a very
saying the
good
count's
pitch.
even now.
I would agree.
2-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the MLB shift rule trickles down to college.
Interesting. I hadn't thought about that. I say the count is full,
I would agree. There's no other way it could be.
but stranger things have happened.
Exactly.
And that was outside. So Ben hustles down for the walk. That brings us back to the top of the lineup with J.C. Ing. J.C. was hit by a pitch his last at bat.
Yeah, which definitely fueled the file for him because he was not happy.
He was not. Luckily, it hit him where he had a tiny bit of meat.
Exactly. Well, it's more fun to watch when he gets irritated, so.
It is. I have to agree with you on that. First pitch, outside for ball one. I'm not sure if Landon peeked in there on Ben. Ben was doing some dance moves, trying to distract him.
Yeah. And he did not look.
He did not look, and
Well, I feel like
JC takes ball two.
a catcher, not a huge base threat, especially on a day like this.
True.
Working
True.
hard.
But stranger, again, you know, look who stole the first base in the World Series. I mean, not a catcher, but someone that you would not have
Yeah.
expected to steal
Yeah.
a base and get us free tacos.
I do love a free taco.
Mm-hmm. And that was ball three?
I think it's 2.
Was that two?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I could be very wrong.
JC swinging at that one, sends it foul into the football field, 50-yard line. It's either 2 balls and 1 strike or 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah.
We'll know soon enough.
Definitely only 1 strike.
As John says, you can't get good help around here.
You just can't rely on college-age kids
Oh.
for anything.
And a little cue shot off the end of the bat over to third base for the first out. Which brings up Tanner DeGrazia. His parents are out here from Rochester, New York for Parents Weekend.
Oh, that's really fun. I was talking to him about that the other day. He was really looking forward to it.
Oh, first
He wasn't
pitch,
able to
fouls
go
it
home
back.
over fall break, so it's a good reunion.
Well, fall break is not really a break.
Not
2
really.
days doesn't really seem like a break to me.
Exactly.
But who am I?
Yeah, it's more so a break for the local kids. But if you live far away, it's hard to go home.
True. Another foul for 0-2. Tanner.
I'm a little disappointed that the lefty at second base hasn't gotten a ball yet.
I know.
We had 2 back-to-back lefties hit. Nothing got pulled.
Nothing to show for it. He's going to keep trying, though. His last game, he ended up in the outfield also. Ooh,
Yeah.
That was a beautiful pitch right down the middle for out number 2, which brings up Jack Colton. Jack Colton has doubled and singled.
Yeah, as we like to talk about, Jack Holton is one of the best fall hitters. But when it comes to spring, he's better in the fall. Nothing much else to be said there.
Inside, ball 1.
But he's had a really great fall after not playing since freshman year, since his COVID and ACL injury. And
It's good to see him back.
exactly. Still a NCAA freshman as a senior in college.
Lots of eligibility left. High.
He's currently applying to PT schools, so I don't think he'll be able to use that eligibility
Oh,
anymore.
well.
Ben Morgan definitely has taken shorter leads now.
He has. There's our first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jack.
He's
I
given
would
up
like
from
to see
dancing.
Ben just run. I mean, what do we have to lose here?
Well, he could definitely get more.
He definitely could. Oh, little flare shot. Look at to the left-handed second baseman. But it's a
Beautiful.
pop fly for the third
Yeah.
out.
Nothing really hard when it's
No,
in the air.
true. And they have nothing to show for it. The Sticks, they're still trailing by 2.
I was going to say, it looks like we have now another viewer, so I was going to make sure that we said the score. Because
The score is Hammers 2, Sticks nothing as we head to the top of the 6th. And it looks like Ethan Collins is headed out to the mound.
it's been a speedy game today. And
Well,
I
it's
say
gonna be a
that, and
quick
it'll
game because I got to get home for lunch.
probably
right?
slow down. Well, get home for lunch. It's already, the game started after lunch.
I know. I'm used to morning starts,
Yeah,
so I can use that line.
yeah, but you can't. Get home for dinner? You got any dinner plans?
No dinner plans.
John's not going to take you out on a date?
I think we should suggest that to him.
I think we should. You've earned it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Was it a good week of work? The
Well,
children teach you well?
It was a long week of work, but yes, we are, trudging along, working our way, looking towards our Thanksgiving break
Yes.
of a week off of school.
Let's see, that is 4 weeks away? 3 weeks away?
Thanksgiving is a little earlier, so I think it is 4 weeks away.
It's pretty quick.
Yes. And then Christmas break will be here before you know it, and it'll be a brand new year, and spring baseball will be starting.
Yeah. Now, are you and John going to dress up on Monday?
It really depends. I mean, right now, we do have our zombie shirts on.
I did like that.
It says, I prefer men with brains, and his says, I prefer women with brains. So hopefully that does imply that I have brains.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
He definitely doesn't, but that's okay.
I love him anyway. Ethan's looking good today.
He does. Yeah, this is his third start of the fall, or third appearance in the fall. He has let up 1 run in his 2 appearances, so he has had a good showing so far.
He had a good showing in summer ball, too. I know this only because, I was following the Syracuse Spartans quite frequently.
Exactly.
And have we shifted? What have we got going on here at... Okay, there we go. I was like, do we have a
looks
third
like we have
baseman?
Matt Nishimura coming up first.
It is Matt. Matt has flown out to right and flown out to center.
We'll see if he can start it off here. See if they can pad their lead.
First pitch strike by Ethan Collins. It's always a great way to start.
Absolutely. I would just say, really enjoying the dogs that we have here today.
I know the 4-legged fans have been quite amazing today.
So cute.
Ooh. I'm not sure. That was pretty good. I would have called that a strike, but I don't know what the group behind the plate called it. So we'll wait and see. Matt swings through that, so
It was
that
a ball.
must have been a ball. So
1 and 2. Ethan is definitely working with a quick pace here.
he is. Evens the count there. Matt did not fall for that.
Holds up on it, but ball in the dirt. Good block from Ben Morgan. And a strike, 3.
Buckles him.
It's a great pitch.
That was a fabulous pitch. We're out 1. It brings up Pete Savis, who is grounded out to short, grounded out to third.
He's been hitting, that's for sure. That's all you can ask for.
Hits are good. Oh, great pitch. I call that a strike.
I would too. That's the looked like the exact same pitch that Matt struck out on.
Mm-hmm. Pete might tend to argue that one, but
Yeah.
swings through that one for strike 2.
Again, I hope they called that first pitch a strike.
I hope so too, but I've been wrong before up here. That one is definitely outside for a ball.
Holds up on the curveball away and low.
Ooh, did he offer?
Not at all.
Okay,
He's helping out the catcher from one catcher to another.
that's nice.
Peter also looks like he has a brand new bright orange arm sleeve. And I don't know if that's been benefiting him today.
Hmm.
Maybe in
His
spirit
arm
of-
looks good.
It does. Maybe some Halloween spirit, but could also just be team colors.
Oh, little squibbler down to first. And was that Noah Thomas?
Yeah.
Nice, unassisted.
And I would definitely say that was hit pretty hard.
That was hit hard.
Sounded like a barrel.
But all he's got to show for it
It
is
was
an
a
out.
ground ball to first. So he's ground out to third, short, and first.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, he has.
And now this brings up George.
George, who walked his last at bat and ended up scoring in a.
Yes.
So here we go. Ethan rocks, fires, and drops in a lovely strike.
Yeah. Dude, I'm really enjoying these. I found these binoculars that John has, and I can very clearly see the facial expression of the batter.
And did he not agree with that that was a strike?
I think he was not agreeing with himself for not
Gotcha.
swinging.
Excellent. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now he's talking to himself.
Does he talk to himself like Jake?
Not like Jake. I don't think anybody talks to
I
themselves
don't think
like
anybody
Jake.
does talk like Jake
You know,
either.
the athletic department has started a new trend where they're miking up athletes
I know, I've
during
seen
practice. And I think it
Outside
could be
for ball 1.
quite hilarious if Jake Hilton got mic'd up while pitching.
Oh,
But that would mean he would have to be mic'd up during a scrimmage, like a practice like this.
right, exactly.
Which would be very funny.
Oh, swings through that one for strike 3. That was some sizzle on that one by Ethan. And 3 up and 3 down. 2 strikeouts for Ethan Collins. No runs,
Definitely a very good third
no
outing
hits.
so far.
That was a wonderful third outing. Which brings us to the bottom of the 6th for the Sticks, hoping to push a run across. And
we
it
have-
looks like it is Wade.
Which, between a brother pair, I've never seen a more resembling sibling in my life before.
Between Wade and Luke right here.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
insane.
We have his family sitting in front of us trying to get his dad to come and be a guest commentator, but Dad's getting up and leaving while his son is pitching.
As he's shaking his
We
head.
don't need southern accents on the.
We love Southern accents because we're from Nashville.
Yes.
From Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, I've had multiple players on the team say that they've nodded and waved at Luke thinking it was Wade.
And vice versa.
Yes.
So, just go with it. But start signing autographs for him, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yesterday during the Halloween game, Wade had a fantastic outfit. 2 actually. And he had some MC Hammer pants on, and then also dressed up as a camel with Wade. Nope, Wade and Tanner dressed up as a camel together.
Wow.
Yeah. Wade
How
was the head of the camel, and Tanner was the
The butt.
rear end.
How do you bat like that?
They mostly just wandered around the field during the game, which was quite
Gotcha.
comical.
Okay. Gotcha. So they may have been the seventh inning stretch entertainment.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I think Jackson Hagen should be coming up to bat.
Yeah, it looks like it. Jackson Hagen, another person from not California.
Kansas.
Yeah. I don't know if that classifies as the South, Midwest.
Oh,
It's just like, I mean, as a California native, if it's east of the Rockies
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
it's not touching water or a coast, it doesn't.
It doesn't, right? Exactly. I kind of agree with you there. Let's see. Hagen's last 2 at bats. He has been a strikeout victim his last 2. He's looking to change that with this at bat here.
And if he does not, he gets a golden sombrero.
Is that 3 or is that 4?
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
don't know. And that was a foul ball.
Hat trick and then golden sombrero.
Okay.
So you're right.
All right. I wasn't sure there.
Hagen is sporting a newfound mustache, which
Oh.
I am in full
It is,
support of.
well, where he's getting ready for No Shave November. Is that what's coming up here? Oh, and it's off the end of the bat
to
there
Perot,
to
which
Perot.
is a
Another two-way player in the game.
Something we have not noticed. Yeah, so it looks like for this field we have Peter in left, which is a catcher, and Perot at second, which is a pitcher.
And
Used to be the biathlete of the team,
all right.
but has ceased.
Which brings up Noah Thomas, who's had a double and a single. Let's see what happens this time. First pitch swinging.
And that looks like it'll get through.
Oh,
Oop,
Jackson.
that's overthrow.
Oh,
He
slides
takes
in.
2. Does
Oh,
Isaac make a good throw? And he's out at second.
oh.
But he says he's safe, but he looks out.
The ball got there, but I don't think the tag did.
Yeah.
The ball beat him.
It does look like that's what happens when you have
A pitcher
pitcher
playing
make the
second.
play, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. So I'm giving that. That was deep in the hole. I'm giving that a single.
I definitely would give it a single and then an error.
On the throw by Jackson.
And this brings up Spencer Uematsu. One of my close friends on the team, that's for sure.
He flew out to right field his last at bat. First pitch high for ball 1.
By far the fastest and smartest man on the team, that's for sure.
Really, I thought you were the smartest one on the
No,
team.
he's I would say he outranks me.
Really?
He's quite a nerd.
Okay. Nerds are good.
He's got a
Was that ball 2? I'm sorry, I was
I don't
listening.
know. I'm completely distracted, honestly.
Okay. I'm going to say it was ball 2. I'll know soon enough. Someone will tell me. And
He's had
swinging.
An internship at the local hospital all year doing research at City of Hope, and he's done some really cool stuff there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How great for him.
Figuring out what he wants to do post-grad at the moment.
Okay. Gotta love it. Lots of opportunities coming here to the Claremont colleges, and that was outside.
That's exciting, I think, here at the 5Cs. Every year the seniors go off and do really cool things, which is inspiring.
All right.
That's a strike. Spencer thinks it's ball 4, but Matt calls it on him.
Oh, I might have called that a ball also, but you know what? The count's full. Let's go with it.
Exactly.
Oh.
What's going on here? Oh.
Oh, we have a ball from the bullpen.
Yeah, it looks like Gabe Garcia.
Gabe is
alumni
warming
failing
back
to do
up.
his job.
I think he was just so excited to see everybody that he may have taken his eye off the ball.
Yeah.
And that was low.
Just like talking about alumni doing cool things, Gabe's been shadowing a doctor and being a scribe at an orthopedic surgeon and interviewing for med schools right now, which is really cool.
Right, which is super exciting. It's great to see him back.
And this brings up Donovan.
Donovan was a strikeout victim his last at bat. Swinging, bounce ball, and
Yeah.
they're gonna give him that, but definitely Donovan was safe there at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Eric Perot turning 2.
Yeah.
Receiving from the shortstop, Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. So that was a 6-4 here, and then a 4-3 here for, which was the third out, which wasn't quite the third out, but that's what they're going with today, and I'm all right with it. How about you, James? You okay with that too?
Yeah, it looks like we really get no choice in the matter.
True.
What's done
But
is done.
it is. But we do have Ethan back out for another inning of work because his last one was so quick.
And the four-legged fans are back.
They are. And it looks like the Hammers will be at the top of their lineup.
With Jackson Fleming.
Parents' weekend, always fun meeting the new families and
Exactly.
the excitement of a new year and a new season. And we have a guest color commentator. No, it is Gabe Garcia.
Yeah, Gabe, you're gonna have to pull up a seat and you're gonna have to be here for a little bit.
Oh, all right. Perfect. Introduce yourself, Gabe. We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning.
We were actually.
All good things, hopefully.
Yes.
Here, let me.
I was just warming up Jake Hilton in the bullpen. Let a couple balls get by.
Make your life easier and just clip you up here. All right, let's hear you talk. Check the volume levels.
All right, Ethan into the windup. First pitch, missed a little low.
Ethan likes to work at a pretty quick pace, which is enjoyable. Pace of play is huge.
It's a great pace of play.
Jackson Fleming, probably best looking guy on the team, which is exciting.
New freshman Tanner DeGrazia, maybe giving him a run for money on that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see, we got to scan the field to see if there's any non-position players out there, but it looks like, other than the Chase Gorman right fielder, there's no pitchers playing.
Pretty standard lineup.
Exactly. Count is 2-1, I think. Oh, and the ball's hit hard up the middle with a single to start off the inning.
And that's just beautiful hitting right there by Jackson Fleming. He's always had good hands, good approach, likes to drive the ball through the middle of the field. Got a pitch he knew he could handle and just didn't do too much with it. Now he's on base for the road team here and looking to get something started for David Bedrosian.
Yeah. David could definitely do some damage here as he's a frequent pull hitter, and the right fielder is just not a right fielder. He's an athlete though, so he'll make the play. Looks like the ball was outside for a 1-0 count. When he flares it, it looks like it will go foul down the left field line. We still have the Hammers up 2-0 here in the top of the 7th. Nailed that. I was worried that was the wrong inning. Now, Gabe, here's an important question for you. How has it been having no homework as a graduate?
See, the funny thing is, I'm actually taking an anatomy class at the moment, and so I still have homework, which is highly unfortunate.
That is tough. I'm really looking forward to the day. Ethan Collins throws it in the dirt, gets through the legs of behind the plate, and Jackson takes second. So count is 2-1. I was looking at our lovely scorekeeper to my left. And
now Bedrosian here should really be looking for a pitch that he can handle and drive into the outfield somewhere. Something preferably up in the zone.
He at least should just do a job and get Jackson to third. And Jackson steals. Swing through the pitch, and he got him. That was an absolutely perfect throw from Ben Morgan. And it actually does not look like the count was 2-1 because David Bedrosian swung and missed, and he's walking out. So that is a strike
let me tell
3.
you there, James, that is just a huge momentum shift right there. Because if David takes that pitch, you get a runner on third with nobody out. That's almost a guaranteed run. But strike him out, throw him out right there, and all of a sudden we're one pitch away from being back in the dugout.
Exactly.
For the Team Euros over here.
With Fleming getting on second base with no outs, I was thinking that Ethan Collins' reign as a great fall ball pitcher was going to slowly start to crumble, but I was mistaken, and that is A curveball taken by Isaac Kim, now hitting for 0-1.
And this has been great to see from Ethan, and like you had mentioned earlier, it's really big for him to just be able to get the ball, get right back on the rubber, have some good pace, because for slow as he moves in every other aspect of his life, he's really looking like he's in charge up there on the mound today.
Well, I have to say, I don't think he's a slow eater, as rumor has it, Ethan Collins and our lovely third baseman behind him, Jackson Hagan, did a family pack at Cane's.
Yeah, they did the tailgate challenge, and that included 25 chicken strips and 8 Texas toasts, split equally in half between them. And I got to be honest, I have no clue how either of them ate that much food.
Yeah, absolutely not. But Isaac fouls it off, so it is 0-2 still. Takes ball high, bringing the count 1-2.
Not a bad pitch selection there, especially after he just fouled off the last pitch, but got to be a little bit more competitive than that.
Yeah, that's an easy take. Strike 3.
Right back to it right there.
Swinging through his curveball, which has dominated hitters today. All right, Gabe, now we're in between innings. The Hammer's still up 2-0, going into the bottom of the 7th.
Up to 12 viewers here right now.
Oh, that's a good number. That's the highest I've seen it.
Can we see chat comments? How does that work?
I don't think so, which is sad. I think we'd have to be on YouTube for that. But we really, get to talk about whatever we want. You're not. I just really want one of these dogs to come up here.
Looks like Jake Hilton will be coming out to throw the 7th and possibly the 8th inning for Team Hammers.
Who started for the Hammers on the mound today?
The Eagle, Eddie Rosemont.
The Eagle, saving
for 2 clean innings.
And then who are we thinking is going to close it off?
The Hammer himself, David Bedrosian.
Oh, is this his first outing against hitters, or did he come out last week?
I've been told that he threw last week and he did pretty well for himself.
Very, very cool.
2-0 still?
2-0.
And where are we at?
Bottom 7.
Bottom 7.
Yeah, John Lake having a senior moment, forgetting the inning and score, but that's all right. That's what we're here to help him with.
He's too busy socializing with the families.
Yeah. See, I just think it's old age and memory, but that's okay.
You never know.
I am gonna have to retire here and head back. I gotta go get some film for one of the. We have a senior at Pomona working on a senior thesis on athletics and asked to get some baseball film. So I've been putting on GoPros on the base runners and hitters. So I gotta get back to that. Get John Lake back.
Thank you, James, for your time here today. I will be taking over color commentary for this next half inning.
Looks like Chase Gorman will be leading this inning off.
Hilton delivers, challenging Chase with the first pitch fastball. He fouls it straight back onto the roof of the rain center behind us. Jake Hilton coming off of one of the most impressive freshman seasons in recent SCIAC memory. Led the Stage Hens, becoming our Friday starter by the end of the year. Delivers a curveball in there. A strike.
That was a strike in my book. But then again, who knows?
Oh, I guess it wasn't.
Well, now that
That
one
last
was.
curveball really didn't look like it missed the zone by much, but he fires right back in with another fastball, and the count is now 6. The bottom of the order, 7-8-9, leading off today. Jake Hilton with a loud grunt as he delivers with the changeup. This is low in the dirt. Evens the count now at 2-2.
Ties him up with that one.
Yes, he did. That was a very good location there by Jake Hilton. Just decided to go after Chase Gorman there. Didn't want to get to a 3-ball count. Got the fastball in on his hands and got 1 out now.
Brings up Ben Morgan, who walked and singled his last 2 at-bats.
Ben looking to continue a good day here. Hopefully get something into the gap, start a rally here. First pitch misses low. Childhood best friends having a nice little friendly matchup here between Ben Morgan and Jake Hilton. That pitch was in on the hands of Ben Morgan and might have fallen in for a hit if they didn't have the shift on, as Jackson Fleming was over roaming in that area. And we got 2 quick outs for Jake Hilton as he looks to finish up the rest of this inning.
Brings up J.C. Ng, whose only trip to the base paths was when he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, and if the Euro Sticks are going to win this ball game, they really need their top performers to really show out here and pick them up in these last few innings. So hopefully JC can get that going. Jake fires a pitch in on the outer half here. Jake Hilton talking to JC in the batter's box right there, enticing him to swing at that slider that just missed off of the plate.
Or is he talking to himself?
You never really do know with Jake Hilton.
True.
Seems as though the antics are at a low right now, as it's just a friendly little scrimmage, but when you get to game time, that is a different man out on the mound. Jake Hilton.
Ooh.
Good curveball getting over for a strike by Hilton there, and a very healthy hack by JC, who was just under that baseball. That pitch misses low in the dirt. I believe we have a full count now at 3-2.
You're correct.
The JC here really looking for a pitch he can drive. Jake challenges him with the fastball, and JC is just a little bit late, fouling it onto the football field behind us. If I'm Jake Hilton, I just continue to go right after JC with the 2-run lead and nobody on base. Winds and delivers. Hot shot from JC off the bat, but it is right at Isaac Kim at first base. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the 7th inning. We still have a 2-0 score with Team Hammers leading going into the 8th. Ethan Collins is really looking to eat some innings up for this Eurosticks team this weekend, as Jake Albro has come down with a back injury and will not be pitching. I'm no good at that. I'm no good at it. I'm not a speaker. Testing. Testing. Looks like we're back on here. All right, a little bit of technical difficulties, but John Legg working behind the scenes to get us back up and running. In case you missed it, Tanner DeGrazia, a deep fly ball to the left center warning track for out number 1. Jack Colton then ripped a ball to the third baseman, where George made a very good play and had plenty of time to throw him out at first. And now Jackson Hagan is up with 2 down. Jake Hilton delivers a slider, beautiful, in the dirt. Petty makes the pick and throws it over to first. That was a quick 1-2-3 inning. Good work for Jake Hilton as we head now into the top half of the 9th inning. Weston Janives back out on the mound. He had 2/3 of an inning of work in the last inning. So we have Matt Nishimura leading off.
Petty Burgos.
Weston misses a little outside as he pulled off of that fastball.
I just want to say thank you to our 9 viewers right now for listening in.
And Petty smokes a ball to Jackson Hagan over at third base. He bobbles it, but collects himself and is able to throw out Petty in time at first base. And Weston Janives is a good story this year, really looking to bounce back after last year battling through some arm problems for pretty much the entire year. And now he's looking healthy, looking confident, and good to see him back on the mound, firing in strike after strike. Peter Sav is now up with one down. He takes the first pitch on the outer half for a strike. Good 0-1 pitch by Weston. I don't know how you work. Ben Morgan throws the ball back and sells Weston into the outfield. Peter now staring down an 0-2 count as Weston Janives is in complete control. I'm Weston. I go back to the same pitch he just threw as Peter looked completely fooled by that one. And he does.
See ya.
I cannot tell from here if that is a changeup or a slider, but whatever it is, that is a great pitch. Peter Savage swings over the top, and we have 2 quick outs here in the top half of the 9th inning.
Now up to bat, George Nahabidian, native of the Chicago area.
I actually had my first conversation with George this morning as he was at brunch earlier today. Nice kid.
George, one of the hardest working guys on the team. Rumor has it that his family owns a pretty successful restaurant in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of food?
I honestly don't know, but I heard it's really good.
I'll have to ask George more about that a little bit later.
I hope to visit Chicago one day and maybe I can dine at his family's dining establishment.
Oh, and Weston Janives with an athletic
play by Weston.
Who says pitchers aren't athletes?
Weston, you know, one of the twitchiest people I've ever encountered here at my time on the baseball team.
That is very true. Weston is very twitchy, very explosive, one of the strongest lifters in the weight room, and reminds me a lot of my old roommate, Joseph Williams.
Now pitching for the Hammers, David Bedrosian. David, the starting center fielder for the Sage Hens last year, is trying his hand at pitching. With one of the strongest arms on the team, you know, it makes sense to get a guy like that on the mound. Moving out to center, looks like we got Wade with Peter Savis in left and Cade Morihara in right. David is pitching because he can. You're welcome. I just want to thank the 8 viewers watching right now. I know Saturday afternoon. You know, there's a lot of things you could be
Alright.
doing with your
Joining
time.
you back now for the bottom half of the 9th inning as the hammer himself, David Bedrosian, is going to try and close out this game. David has always thrown the ball hard and always bragged that he could pitch better than any of us, and he is getting his opportunity. First pitch, rocks and fires in for a strike on the outer half. I do have to admit that his motion does look pretty smooth and fluid up there for somebody who hasn't pitched since high school. Second pitch, misses low and away for ball 1.
By you.
David rocks, fires, and has a loud grunt as he blows that one past Noah Thomas at the top half of the zone. Count is now 1-2. David delivers another fastball on the outer half that looked pretty good to me. Petty couldn't squeeze it, however, and the count is now even at 2-2. David mixes in an off-speed pitch there with a slider that bounces a little in front of the plate. Good take by Noah Thomas. And the count is now full. David challenges him. Fastball on the inner half. Noah Thomas rips it to third base at George, and he makes the play. One down here in the bottom half of the 9th. Yep, this game has had a very good pace to it. Off screen, we have a collection of Pomona Pitzer baseball players who have gathered behind the radar gun to see how fast David Bedrosian is actually throwing. David starts off Spencer Umatsu with a first pitch slider over the middle for a strike. He comes back with the same exact pitch. This one backs up on him a little bit, but is still a strike on the inner half. Spencer seemingly baffled that he received 2 off-speed pitches to start his at-bat from David. David going for the White Castle special there. His third slider in a row. Misses low in the dirt. Good take by Spencer. And David fires a 4th consecutive slider. I got to tell you, Nishi, I am very impressed.
It's a pretty good slider. Kind of
That-
reminds me of Landon's slider. Landon pitched pretty well today.
Landon did do a good job.
So did
today.
Enoch. Enoch pitched pretty well as well.
This has been an impressive inning from David Bedrosian so far. He starts off with another slider to freshman Donovan Crook. Check swing, but he did not go. The count is 1-0. Pumps a fastball in. Misses a little bit high. Count is at 2-0.
Dude, look, it's another cute dog. Look at that one. There's 2 of them.
Ryan Nishi really getting his dog watching on today. David fires one in. Donnie was ready to go there on that 2-0 pitch and fouls it straight back. I'll be interested to see what David comes with here next.
Look at that one.
David fires another fastball in there at the knees for strike 2. At this point, I'm not sure if there are dogs in Hawaii, as Nishi seems to be very baffled by each new breed that walks by. David delivers, slider in the dirt. That was honestly a good miss there as it bounced just behind the plate, but a better take by Donovan Crook. The count is now run full. David looking for a clean 1-2-3 inning. Donnie looking to extend this game one more batter. David takes a breath, starts into his windup.
Nice grunt there by David.
Very loud grunt that probably added about 2 miles an hour to the
Yeah,
fastball.
I hope he threw 90 on that, because if he didn't, then I don't know. I feel like if you're grunting, then you're not throwing 90.
And then that right there, Nishi, is why I never grunted, because I could never even hit 89.
Now batting, Chase Gorman.
Chase Gorman, one of the few Arizona products at the 5Cs. He is from Tucson, Arizona.
I don't know if you saw last week, Chase Gorman had a caught stealing, throwing out David Bedrosian from his knees. It was really impressive.
And Chase lines a ball into shallow right, and Cater Bader comes on to make a diving catch. And that will do it for us this afternoon. David Bedrosian with a very impressive ninth inning and a promising career in pitching, one that I highly doubted until I saw it with my own eyes this afternoon. And that will be it here from Alumni Park, as we have a 7-0 win for Team Hammer. I believe the Fall Ball World Series will conclude next weekend with a deciding Game 5. Thank you for watching.
Have a happy Hollow weekend. Stay safe, drive safely, and hopefully see you again soon.
Thank you from Ryan Nishi and myself, Gabriel Garcia. Thank you from the production crew from the Leg family. They will be back out here next weekend, I believe, and you can tune in for the finale.